I got a tote bag commission and I'm gonna show you some of the sketches I did. The person decided on this sketch and I really love that one. That one's my favorite, so I'm so excited to start. But first I need to dye all of my yarn, and here it is, 100% Canadian wool. I love working with this stuff. It smells like wool as well. So usually I just soak it. Yeah, also I do all my dyeing in my parents' basement. Yes, that's hockey equipment. I used to play hockey. So I usually just soak it in water, and the reason you soak it in water is because you want it to dye evenly, and soaking it in water just like makes it dye evenly. But obviously you don't dump all of that water in with the pot. You kind of wring it out. So I've got a bunch of skeins or hanks in here, and the colors I'm going to be doing is a navy. I'm going to do a kind of greenish. I'm going to do a pink, and then I'm going to do a light blue. And I think that's all I have planned. And here we go. Getting started. Exciting. Now, I'm on the floor right now, but I usually like to mix my dye beforehand in like a garbage cup, and then I dip a paper towel in to see what color it is, and I really like that green. I'm very happy with that, so I'm just going to use that. But I like to do it in here rather than doing it in the pot and then messing up and then wasting all this water material. But these are my dye stock solutions. I know it says October. I change it every month. So I just like haven't changed the label since October. So here I have my dye, and you know, I don't want to use all of that, and that's okay. So I'm just gonna mix it in there. And actually, literally looks nothing like green, but you know, you gotta trust the process sometimes. And look how messy it is down here. I'm so bad. I'm gonna add a little bit of vinegar. That's enough. And then I'm going to add my skein, and as you can see, yeah, it's greeny, but it's clearly not hot enough, so I'm just going to leave it in here until it gets hot enough. Yeah, there we go. It's looking real brown. It almost looks red, on camera at least. But look, it's kind of turning green. Anyways, just leave it to simmer. Yeah, this is not glamorous, but like, it stains the wood, and I can't really do anything about it. Also, the crappy sink is down here, and it's not like I'm going to do this in the kitchen. It's better if I do it down here. This is how the green turned out. Absolutely beautiful, scrumptious. I love that. I have the pink going, and I added just a tiny, tiny bit of yellow because I wanted like more of a yellowy pink, so that's what's going on now. So here's the pink, and here's the green. Oh, they look so good. I'm so happy with them. And I'm just heating up another thing of water so I can do the light blue and dark blue. Here is that baby blue. I love this one so much. It is so perfect. And I've got the blue on the stove, which is going to be darker. But let her cook! So here's the blue. I'm so happy with it. I know I've said that for each color, but you know, I know it's going to come out this way. And it does come out that way. And I'm like, wow, amazing. So let these dry. Will take probably like a day or so, then I'll spin them into cakes and then start working on the tote bag. So here are the colors. Look how beautiful, they're nice and dry, and after this I wind it into a cake, and I'll show you how to do that right now. This is a hank. This is a swift. This is a ball winder. I put my hank onto my swift, and I actually got mine in Halifax when I used to live there. It's made out of like Nova Scotian driftwood, and it was absurdly expensive, but it's really nice. And I use it every day. So then I have these little yarns that I usually tie around here to prevent it from like getting all messed up in the pot. Then I find the knot, and then if I can pick it out with my fingers, usually I pick it out with my fingers, but sometimes I can't and I have to cut it. And that is my cat. Okay, yeah, we're just going to cut it. And then it's kind of like wrapped around itself, and you unwrap it like this. And then from there you can unwind it basically. So I use this little guide. Put my yarn in here, and then I put my yarn into this little thing to hold it, and then I just start turning it. So as you can see, I'm nearing the end, and I like to tuck the end in. I like to tuck this end in just so it doesn't really unravel on me. And I pull the one in the center and then I lift it off so I have something to pull from. I like to work from inside out, and that works the best with me. I think because I use like a thicker, chunkier kind of wool, it doesn't like collapse on me. But I find when you use acrylic, you have to pull from the outside because acrylic gets really tangled really fast. But that is just what works with me. I always like pulling from the center, and also like, I don't know, I don't like it to roll around. By pulling from the center, it doesn't move anywhere. Anyways, I basically am going to continue that for the rest of my colors, and then I will be able to use them. And I'm not gonna film this because like, what's the point? It's the same thing. I am currently in the backyard, and here are my cakes, looking good, looking delicious. My laptop is, well, my iPad is right behind me, and I have the sketch open, and I'm just going to start from the bottom to the top, and I guess I'll just like update every once in a while on how it's going. I'm going to base the size off of this tote bag because it's just like a classic tote bag shape, and yeah, I got this at the Met when I was in New York, and I love unicorns. Anyways, I'm just going to base it off of the size because I think it's like the perfect tote bag size where it's like not too big and not too small, and pretty much go from there and freestyle it because yeah, baby. So here is the bottom, and I made this little graph on stitch fiddle of like the squiggly thing I'm doing, and I'm just going to put it up right here in case you want to use it because I'm generous and I'm nice. But I'm just going to follow that grid while I go back and forth so I can kind of make it. And if you don't know how to do like GraphGAN, there's a million tutorials out there on how to do it. And I kind of teach you it in the alphabet video I did, so if you're interested in that. So, okay, here's what I have so far. So you can see we've got some nice squigglies, and I'm just going to continue. The back is kind of chaotic but kind of fun, but also like once you line it, you know, you don't really have to worry about all these loose ends because it's always good to line things. And the next I'm going to do is adding some blue stripes, different stripes. I just realized I'm going to have to repeat this because there's two sides to a tote bag. Didn't even think of that. Okay, so I'm inside. What is going on here? Okay, so I'm inside of my room, and I finished the back part. It got a little cold outside, so that's why I'm moving indoors. But I'm just going to repeat the exact same thing for the back side of the tote bag. Not really interesting. Yeah, I think this took me hour and a half. I don't really know because my neighbors stopped by to talk to me, and I don't know how long that was, so I don't have an accurate time. Maybe I'll time myself for the back half. Yeah, I'll do that. We have two pieces, the front and the back, and before I wash it and felt it, I'm going to attach them, I think with just a single crochet around the edge, just so it's sturdy and looks clean. I really enjoy doing that. It feels very satisfying when you get to finish a project like that. And then I guess I'll work on the straps. Yeah. Alright, I am in the basement now, and I'm in the basement because I do all the felting in the basement because there's like, you know, when you have gross laundry sinks and it's like, I don't want to felt in the nice kitchen sink or the bathroom sink, I'm gonna felt in the gross laundry sink. So here are the straps. I'm bent over because I can't find my tripod, but this is the bag. I think it'll look more resolved once I felt it, but it's looking good. I think it's a good size for all your stuff. But it's felting time, and to felt things you need hot water. Well, you need your wool, obviously. You need wool, you need hot water, and you need agitation. And soap. Yeah, soap, hot water, agitation. I'll show you how I do that. I have filled this little basin up with hot water, and, well, not like super hot enough where I can put my hand in without it hurting. And now I just like soak my pieces, and I get them all wet, make sure they're thoroughly soaked. Then I take my soap and I just go for it. I just agitate the shit out of it, rub it all around, make sure all those fibers are like connecting with each other. And I pretty much do this for the entire thing. And I find it, like, by washing it first, you should wash your things because not washing your things is just kind of gross. And it also, it kind of settles it into the position it should be in, and from here you can block it and stuff like that. Yeah, look how soapy it is. It's satisfying. Everything feels just like way more resolved, way more like in its place. You're kind of setting it in its place. And also, like, again, wash your freaking garments. You gotta wash your things before you use it and wear it. And when the person who commissioned this washes it in the future, it's not going to change sizes, it's not going to change any colors or anything like that. Well, it shouldn't. It's obviously not going to. So it's not going to change sizes, and that's just good practice. I recommend washing things. But anyways, I'm not going to bore you with me doing this. I'm currently sewing the lining of the tote bag because it's all dry now, and I've put like a little pocket in here. You can see the stitching. Something very simple. And then I'm going to hand sew it in because I don't want to put crochet through the sewing machine because I know this thing will eat it up and destroy it and spit it out. So yay for hand sewing. Here I am with the finished tote bag, and I'll do some close-ups, but I just wanted to show approximately what size it was. I'm really happy with it because you can reach your hand in and still touch the bottom, so you can grab whatever you need at the bottom. And then also when you hold it, this isn't helpful, when you hold it, it doesn't touch the ground. And that is my ideal tote bag. I will show you some details now. The bow I mixed with mohair and silk and then brushed it out, and that's how we got it all fluffy, but I'm very happy with the way it looks. I think it is so cute. This is what the inside looks like, and I have one pocket there, and this is like a water resistant material, so if you spill something in your bag, not the biggest deal. That is the bag, and she will be shipped off to her owner. And that was it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want me to do more videos of me taking you along like this and just showing you how I make stuff, I can definitely do that because this was a lot of fun. So cute. Perfect for the summer and spring. Anyways, bye!